Good morning. We're going to start this video out just a little bit different. We've got a 1966-67 original Dodge truck or van radio, and this one's going in a van, and I just want to kind of show you how you will receive it. This is your tuner that you put on. It'll be down on the 5, the low end, and this is how your radio goes in. You put this in through the dash, and then you insert the plastic pieces once you get it in. Now this thing has a place for a bracket in the back. It will need a bracket because a lot of your weight's going to be sitting on this plastic stuff. So what you want to do is just kind of slide this on. Well, like this. Once you get it in the dash, other half turns the other way. There we go. Slide it on like that, and now you're ready for your mounting plate. You have a gasket like this right here that you got to put on, and let's see, yep, just like this right here. Put this little gasket up there on this deal. Now this is already in your dash. Then you have a mounting plate. It says front, top. This is the top. Just kind of slide it on like that right there. Then you have two nuts, and what you don't want to do is over tighten it. You want to snug it up with the back bracket on the radio. So we're going to put these nuts on it. We're just going to kind of hand snug them right now, but about 1/8 of a turn would be fine, because this is putting pressure on them two plastic pieces. And every time I get one in here, they're broke. I have to glue them. Like that right there. Now you're ready for your front bezel. We've got this on 5. That means your tuner in here will be on 5. So you want to make sure it's on 5. And what you want to do is just kind of guide it up on the hole. And then you take your fingers and just push this in till it's tight, as far as you want to push it. And then what you want to do is put your two mounting screws in. They're 2 Phillips heads. You do not want to over tighten them, because this is string driven in the head. Kind of snug them up. Like that right there. And then you want to install your knobs. You got one that goes here. You get fingerprints all over them, but I'll clean them before we ship it out. One here, and then your outer knobs, just slide them on like that right there. And then you turn the radio on.
And name one song.
As original 66, we've done a Aurora Design conversion on it. It now has AM and FM stereo, auxiliary in. This is a 2-piece cord. You'll be getting one you can hide in the van, and a male-to-male to plug into it for your auxiliary in. Push button operated. It's got Bluetooth, hand-free phone calls, voice command, screen your music, voice ID, which is pretty neat in the AM radio, and it will scan stations for you. Your wiring harness is pretty simple. You have a hot and a ground, and then you got your 4 speaker wires. You have pre-outs on it, so you want to add a sub or an amp to a set of rear speakers. I mean, heck, it's a van. You can make it really kick butt. And we're going to kind of demonstrate a little of it. I just want to show you how it goes together. Alright, you're on FM. Anytime you want to know where you're at, press this little button that you can hide on the dash or in the console.
FM 89.5.
Called Voice ID. This little button does a lot of stuff. We'll go to AM radio, just simply turn the unit off and right back on.
AM 650.
That tells you where you're at. That lets you know in case you're looking for a station. Off and right back takes you right back to FM. Now you have 4 channels in an AM radio. You have balance and fader built in your toner. So if you hook up a bunch of speakers, and we'll go into that. You can go in it too here, read your instructions, or you can use this. Let's go into fader with wide open treble. Back it up just a little bit, and you're gonna go clockwise twice. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Fader adjust.
Now we're in the fader mode. You can fade from fronts, rears, fronts. That little pop you're hearing is the center of that pot, so you're balanced out when you hear that. Stop, she'll set it for you.
Fader set.
Alright, you want to do balance right and left, counterclockwise, 1, 2.
Balance adjust.
Right side, left side. Let's balance it out. Let her set it.
Balance set.
Alright, you there? Alright. The radio will also scan station for you. You can do it here or here. You press this 4 quick times. It'll go into scanning mode, or you can turn this up twice.
Scanning for stations.
Now it's going to scan without the needle moving. I'm going to show you how to lock on the station once you find it. And at any time while it's scanning, if you want to know where you're at, moving.
Pressure from the bike.
FM 90.3.
Now it's still scanning.
Coronavirus relief they'd like to pass. And Republicans also want to move on because they would very much like to stop talking about former
Let it go a couple of stations. Anytime you find a station that you want, all you gotta do is turn this once, lock on it.
Station hold.
She'll hold it for you. If you want to know where it is, move it, and then you find it that way. That way you can kind of remember where it is, because we don't have push buttons on these.
Next.
Now you also have loudness and EQ built in there. Everything's built in that right there. I don't know if I've got it on or not. I was playing with it. You take this little button and get to it easy, or here. It's all in your instructions. Go 1, 2, 3, hold.
EQ on.
EQ is on. Let's cut everything off. 1, 2, 3, hold.
Loudness off. EQ off.
Alright, now we're back on regular radio. Let's go into it. Let's turn our loudness on by going 1, 2, 3, hold.
Loudness off. EQ off.
1, 2, 3, hold.
Loudness on.
1, 2, 3, hold.
EQ on.
There's our EQ on. Now we want to set it. We can go to here. Let's turn it 1 time. 1, 2, 3.
EQ on.
Now turn it 1 time, clockwise.
EQ adjust.
1 more time.
Treble adjust.
Now we're going to set our treble up on our EQ. This is your treble setting up on EQ. All you got to do is stop moving. She'll set it.
Treble set plus.
Clockwise move.
dB.
1.
Treble adjust.
1 more time. Going to mids.
Adjust plus 2 dB.
Around, set a long song and then we laid it down, but it'll never make it off my phone.
Alright, we got that set.
Mid set plus 1 dB.
Clockwise.
Mid adjust.
Clockwise.
Plus 1 bass adjust.
Set our bass
plus
up.
4 dB.
Let her set it.
Bass set plus 3
Clockwise.
dB. Bass adjust.
Clockwise.
Loudness.
Now you can set your
adjust,
loudness
plus
up.
12 dB.
From those cars from Wilmington to Barstow. Everybody
Better
was listening.
Loudness set plus 12
Clockwise.
Back.
dB. Loudness adjust.
Clockwise.
Subwoofer adjust.
Now, if you hook up a
plus
sub, you
2
can set it up.
dB.
You better try again. So I hang on, trying to get paid. Lord, the street seems far away.
Subwoofer set plus
Now you have a
4
crossover.
dB.
Game.
One time.
Subwoofer adjust.
One
plus
time.
Crossover adjust. 120
Now you can
hertz.
set your crossover up.
City joke. And all the way to the bank.
Crossover set 120 hertz.
Now you do all this when you're setting your speakers up. Now we're back on bass and treble. Everything's fine. So you can cut your loudness on, your EQ on, or you can cut it off. Go back to normal. Or you can not even fool with it at all. It's definitely during your setting up of your speaker process. All this is in your instructions, and you'll see the video. I'm gonna email it to you so you can retain it on your computer.
EQ set.
Now she just confirmed everything is set. Treble and bass. Now if we want to turn it back off and go to normal, we can use this again, or we can go 1, 2, 3, counterclockwise.
EQ on.
1, 2, 3.
Loudness off. EQ off.
Now we're back to normal.
Feels like the last laugh is on me.
There we go. That's how that works.
FM 89.5.
Alright, now we're going to do auxiliary in. A lot of your newer phones don't have headphone in jacks, so you can order these off eBay or at your phone store. That gives you an auxiliary in, like a headphone jack and a charging port. They're pretty neat.
New music from
Get your male-to-male cord out, plug it in,
BR549 before that.
plug this in. Of course, you got Bluetooth. I don't know why you want to do that in case you got I don't know, some people got.
See, I'm John Powell.
You can hook up CD changers, satellite radio, anything that's got a head that puts out a signal, iPods, anything you plug in here. Just bring up your music,
Expanding your musical
and all you do is hit play.
89.5.
Now let's cut our EQ on. 1, 2, 3.
Loudness off. EQ off.
1, 2, 3.
Loudness on.
One more time. 1, 2, 3.
EQ on.
Now we're back to EQ. Just want to let you hear the difference in it. It does make a difference. Now anytime you're on auxiliary in and you want to go back to radio, just turn that device off. You don't even have to unplug it. We're going to do this because we're going to move on. And then if you don't touch the radio in 20 seconds, it'll automatically switch back to where we had it. If you want to go a little quicker during that time, just turn it off and back on like you're cycling from AM to FM. We're going to let it automatically do its thing. Alright, change back automatic. Now let's do the Bluetooth. We're gonna go to settings on our phone, bring Bluetooth up, and we want to pair it up for the first time. Take this little button or turn your volume up twice.
Bluetooth ready to pair.
Well, you was fine the grapevine. Gotta hang on to you, baby.
Showed up on our phone, all we gotta do is tap on it.
Let you go.
She'll tell you when it's done.
Pairing completed. Bluetooth connected.
Alright.
She done put the mojo
We're
on.
connected
I
up.
just can't get it off. Just like turning my switch on the light. Baby, don't do it no more. Hey.
There we go. Now I normally put mics in the radio, but since this is so elaborate putting it together in the dash, you'll get the mic. It comes in a package, and all you gotta do is run it to wherever you want to. and just plug it in where it says mic over here, because I forgot to plug this one up before I started, as usual. We'll plug it up. Alright. And then you can run that wherever you want to. Now we're going to do a voice command.
Babe, I'm hooked and I just can't let you go.
And you can do voice command the same way. You can actually push this button and hold it down or turn the volume up twice. Play music. Now it's designed so you don't have this phone in your hand. You want to change your songs, once to advance, twice to back up or repeat, or you can do it right here. Up, up. It's designed not to have this in your hand. You don't even have to fool with this. Now, phone call comes in. You'll hear it come through the speaker say incoming call. All you do is press this once or turn your needle up one click to answer your call and talk. When you're done, just let this hang up on its own. It'll go back to doing whatever you had the radio doing, radio or Bluetooth. Now we're going to do a little test. We're going to turn the radio off. Once you do the initial pair up, it'll take multiple devices. It'll always pick number one. So if you're the one who wants to answer all the calls, hear all the Lambert alerts and all that stuff, that's the one you want to do. And what we're going to do, we're going to make, once you do the initial pair up, we want to make sure that when you get in your van and have your phone with you, no matter where it's at, long as in your coat, in your glove box, that it finds it. Radio.
Bluetooth connected.
Back to where I left it. Alright, let's do a voice command. Let's go back to radio. I can just turn it off and turn it back on. It works that way too. Or you can do a voice command. Hold it down. Stop music. Put it in pause, right back to radio. That's how your Bluetooth and all work. Auxiliary in, everything. Good sound. That's your original 1966-67 Dodge AM radio for your trucks or vans, and this one's going in a van. And I just kind of want to show you how you will receive it when you get it. All this will be packaged up separate, including the knobs and the screws. Needle will be on 5. That means this is time to the tuner. And I appreciate you letting me do it for you. Thank you.